It's an evening in a rainy high street in a town in Norfolk in England, and I'm looking at buying that hotel. Why am I doing it? You're going to find out in this video. Let's go. It doesn't look very open, that's the problem. Is this what customers see first? Sorry, back at 11:30. Surely not tonight. We're just in the hotel reception. We're here to meet Robin Twig. We're staying here tonight. We're having dinner with him. I just wondered if you could help me.
You're staying in a hotel tonight, Mr. Sinclair?
That's it, yeah.
Do you know how to get to the hotel?
I'm in the hotel. Hello, darling.
There you go.
This is the honeymoon suite. Right. Did you see that getting in here? I mean, it's old school. Why am I doing this? Look, I want to give you, I love property. And I think the buy-to-let changes have made property really challenging. I see loads of people going into serviced accommodation, HMOs. That's just too small scale for me. So I think, why don't I buy some hotels? I've been looking at a number of them. There's a reason I'm very proactive, getting in the car, going and seeing places, because you learn to see what's good and you actually get to spend time with business owners. And so Robin Twig, who is the owner of this establishment, is going to show us around, tell us all of his trials and tribulations. And right now I can see some tribulations. Is that normal? This should be on a table, in my opinion. I can't see how this is making any money unless I'm hugely mistaken. And this is the best suite, I don't think people are going to be rushing back. There's no one staying here tonight. We're the only people. We're the only people. I can't wait to see your room, Chuds. Chuds is the person that makes all these videos. We're going to go and have a little look at his room, because if this is the best, what's Chuds sleeping in? That is the question on every viewer's lips. Oh, the carpet. Wowsy wowza. Wow. Look at that. Can you see that? Honestly, something would roll off of that. This is your abode, sunshine. It's warm. It is warm. We've got a Viennese well here. I think the ceiling is partly because it's old. A lot of money to get this sorted out. I mean, let's check out the facilities. I'm already thinking this would have to be such a jaw-droppingly good deal. And I think that's Fomex, which is what printers use. We use this to make sign. Yeah, that's definitely Fomex. They look like they've been cut out by hand. I'm sitting here already thinking, like, even if we was to buy this and it was such a jaw-droppingly good deal, there's nothing, character it's got, but you need new furniture, new floor, you just know everything's there, like all the pipe work's exposed. It's just in a beautiful little market town, beautiful town. So could you turn it, I don't know. There's so many opportunities. I don't know if this is the right one. Well, real butter, as long as it's real butter.
No, it's not real. I'll get you real butter.
Oh yeah. I think there's too much here to sort out. And even if he said, here's the hotel for free, you'd burn a couple of million quid just trying to see an angle. I'm trying to see an opportunity that we can dive in here with some entrepreneurial vigour. All right, let's try the tea. Milk's off. You had 0 people here last night. Do you think if you had someone proactively trying to fill the hotel up, you would?
No, because...
So why did you have no one staying here?
Because it's quiet for some reason.
But what are you doing to proactively get customers?
Nothing, only my booking agency. I'm being totally honest with you. There's things like this with these windows need all doing. The thing that really pisses me off about life generally is that everything costs unnecessarily too much. At home, I do so much DIY. To have all these windows done, I reckon it's going to cost about 12 to 1300 each.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But why does it need to cost that much?
By the way, I'm a man that employs a lot of people, but also never takes two eyes off of it.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm on my team with
Yeah.
percentages because I know if
Yeah.
it gets out of control, your business is gone.
Yeah, I'm done.
But there are sometimes when you strip it back so far that it is detriment to the business. Do you feel that you might have
Yes.
stripped it back a little bit
Yes.
too far?
Yes, I agree entirely what you're saying.
Your monthly revenue at the moment is between 15 and 25 grand.
No, that's a low month. You see, going back to the old days, it would be 50, 60,000, and now I'm doing this at the moment. This last 2 months, I don't know what's happened. It just seems to have collapsed at the moment.
I'll tell you why it's because no one's doing any
Marketing.
proactive getting customers, getting business stuff. This is a classic, you know, and a lot of people, Robin, you know, they get to your age, and I've worked with lots of businesses, you know, that you haven't got any debt, you haven't really got any pressure, so there's no pressure on you to put pressure on the business.
Right. Today I come in now,
Yeah.
I would do breakfast, I would check the figures, do the figures. Again, going back to what you were saying with basic management, every day I know how much I've taken, where it is and where it's going from.
How much did you take yesterday?
I haven't done it today, but it's probably about 150, 200 pounds, which is not enough.
Where does that 450 or 200 pounds, where does that come from? Pre-bookings?
No, accommodation during the week, it's mainly accommodation and functions.
Or people booking deposits?
No, this is just people paying.
But if you didn't have any people stay here last night, where would that money from the bar?
No way. Last night, nothing. There's no functions last night. There's no bar open. Because again, I cut back on the bar. Again, the opportunities for somebody to open the bar. I was the most popular pub in town and I shut it because I think we're mad. But I open the pub now Friday night, Saturdays, Sundays.
You're the manager, aren't you? If you are removed, there's no one here to run it, is there?
No.
I try and now remove myself as a potential buyer and think about myself advising Robin now,
Yes.
which is very difficult because, you know, if a buyer wants to get the best possible thing, but for you, for Robin, do you not think that you should, you know, like if you're selling a car, you get it cleaned, you get an MOT to get maximum value.
I agree.
You know,
I'm conscious of that.
You have a service manager, so this is how it looks at the...
Yeah.
I don't feel like you have all of that, and that's not good for you.
No, to sell it.
To sell it, no. I put my hat on that I'm more like an investor now, and I buy into management teams. So when I'm looking at acquiring businesses, I'm thinking, can my existing management team easily improve the thing that we're about to acquire, or is there a brilliant management team that can fold into ours? I don't have either of those already in my mind, and I haven't even seen the building yet. So I'm thinking I could use my team, but I'm going to stretch them and take them away from other activities that are profit generating they're doing, and I haven't got anything here to improve and build upon in terms of people. If we was to buy this hotel, even if we said, yep, let's do a deal today, these things take months, possibly 12 months to get over the line once the solicitors ruin everything. They always do. I would want you to keep on, you know, making sure that you're building a commercially profitable enterprise. I can't imagine that if you invested £150 a day into someone, that if they're doing the right job, they'll bring you in £500 a day of accommodation. And I think that's a really good return on investment.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
So I think with that said, let's have a look around.
Yeah.
You don't have a chef now, you're just...
No, I've got a lovely old lady that comes in and works, and she works the hours I want. But so there's 3 sections here. There's one behind the curtain as well, and it's used for everything and anything: weddings, conferences, anything.
Yeah, anything you can get a bit of money on.
Yeah, you're right. If I can make a buck, I'll make a buck.
Is that you?
No, it's not mine.
I'm not guilty, Robin.
Oh, bless you.
You're known in this town, aren't you?
Yeah.
Everyone knows Robin. Do you not think that's a bit unsightly for
Yeah, I
your
agree.
hotel guests?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Yeah, because when you arrive, the first thing you see is a skip.
Full of, yeah. This is the cellar that I used to sell, like I said, between 18 and 26 tubs of beer a week. I'm ashamed. Right.
Why are you ashamed, Robin? If someone wanted to rent this tonight, what would you rent it for?
Single 65, double 85, inclusive of breakfast.
Yeah, you've definitely got this like dried water in there.
Dry what?
You know, like mould.
Yes, it's here.
How often do you have every room full?
But not recently. We used to have them regularly.
I mean, Robin, someone's got to come in and spend some serious money on this, haven't they? To bring it up to what a 2022, 2023 traveller wants, you know.
Yeah.
You need new carpets, new curtains, don't you?
Yeah.
Power shout.
Yeah, definitely.
There's a huge opportunity here.
Yeah,
But you know, the check that someone's got to spend, I think, is way in excess of what you want to sell it for. You spend £18,000 on that tiny bit of flooring
downstairs.
You know, if you multiply that up against what have you got, 3 floors here, 15 rooms, you know, communal areas. I reckon you can spend £250,000 on floor on this place.
Why is that window open?
I don't know, why is that window open?
Why is that window open?
I don't know, why is that open? Someone does all your laundry for you?
Yeah, contract.
Don't do it yourself?
No. So then I turned it into a bar, then I turned it into a restaurant, then I turned it into a piano bar, and then I turned it into a shop.
It is quite quiet as a town, isn't it?
Not generally like this. Good morning.
Good morning.
Because
Morning.
for the weekend.
Oh, well, there's far more to it than that, Robin.
Is there?
He's the most famous man in this town. Everyone knows him.
Oh, of course.
The competition for hospitality and leisure, Robin, since your career started is probably 20-fold.
Yes.
Your competition for somewhere to go out for dinner, the choice
Now.
is immense. First of all, I want to help you, so I'm going to tell you what I would do if I was the owner of that place. And then I'll think about how I could possibly get involved. Option number one is you turn it into a beautiful boutique hotel.
Yes.
You spend
$1 million.
easily, you spend 10 grand on each room, which I think it'll easily be. You need amazing bathrooms, new carpets, the windows will be expensive. And then you've got all your hallways.
Yeah.
Then you need to have a very good function suite for weddings that's open plan as much as possible. Then I would put a simple coffee parlour style bar. If you was tight on cash, close off the top floor and just do one floor.
Yes.
And you'd only have 8 rooms then.
We're still fine.
Yeah. Bring positive cash flow in, get that good, and then reinvest and then do the top floor in one go. So that, because what would be awful is if you could only afford to do 8 rooms and then keep the top ones open, temptation to grab that cash when someone says, oh, you're fully booked, and you give them, and then it tarnishes the brand that you would have then built. So I would do a slowly catchy monkey approach to it. I'd probably be tempted to close off the function room until you can do them all of the same standard. So that's option one.
Yes.
Option number 2 is turn it into long-term lets, which would generate you positive cash flow day one. I would then invest all that positive cash flow downstairs
Yes.
to make that, of this quality.
Yeah.
I don't like the lighting in your place. That you need new furniture in there that's comfortable. That people want to sit and spend 2 or 3 hours reading a book. I don't get that feeling in there. But I also appreciate to do that well. That's 100 grand probably to make that beautiful down there. Maybe more, because furniture that's of quality is expensive. You do all the HMO style stuff, the flatlets, and then you rent that out to someone for £1,500 a month, and you say that's yours. And then you've got 1,500 shop income upstairs, and then that's feeding into the Robin bank account. Then third, which I think is very smart, but you'd have to spend upfront cash. rent the whole building out, including the rooms for weddings, and you say to someone, it's £15,000, you get all the rooms, all the function room, the whole hotel is yours for the day. And you look to do 2 weddings a week, and that's 30 grand a week. Maybe then you build up your reputation, you get it to 50 grand, 25 grand. They get all the rooms, and they bring their own catering team in, or you recommend the
I've done the t-shirt, got that, I've done that.
So you need no staff other than someone just to be the show rounds. But to do that, you've got to turn it into something that looks beautiful.
Yeah, well, it goes back to the boutique market, doesn't it?
But then you don't do the boutique market.
Yeah.
Because boutique market comes with lots of staff. I don't know which is the best one yet, by the way. I would say look at something like a lease option.
Yeah.
Someone would go in and say, right, okay, I agree to pay it, but I'll pay you a rent now from day one with an option to purchase it. So that they've got that guarantee, but then they can spend their cash.
Building the train.
Yeah, then they can get it revalued and take you out on a mortgage.
Being honest with you again, would you want to lease that place in the state it's in?
I would go to the bank and say, oh, like, I'm putting a deposit and I want a mortgage. They'll go, can we see the books? And be like, that's the end of the day. So someone's got to come in with a lump of 750k cash to buy it off you because that's what you want for it. And then they've also got to have another lump to sort the thing out. And that's why I think you're not selling it. Because if you were saying that you were making £250,000 a year profit, it'd be bankable, it'd be easy to do. So you're sitting on a prime piece of real estate in this town in a beautiful location that I think's unbankable, frankly. But if it was profitable, that would make it much, much easier.
Because I was going to suggest that you drive me around the town, and I'll quickly show you the development areas in the industrial
We
side.
could do that now. Let's do that. No one's staying in the hotel.
No.
The hotel's closed.
Yeah.
And you've got quite a full car park, so everyone's just...
We're using it.
Yeah. Okay, Robin, be our guide. Where are we going?
Yeah.
I'm at such a crossroads here.
Left.
Literally. Whether to buy this off you or do a deal with you.
This area is supposedly a future industrial area. There's going to be an Aldi's or a Linda's over there.
A Linda's? What's a Linda's?
No, not Linda's. What do you call it?
Lidl's.
This is all industrial here, and there's a lot of businesses in industry.
This is good, yeah. This is what I should be investing. I have quite a bit of commercial property. I should just carry on buying these and renting them out. Instead, what happens in my life is I end up meeting people like Robin that convince me to buy old hotels and sort them out.
Yeah, it's a challenge, isn't it? Especially with long-term investment.
So it's challenge time for me, decision time, challenge time, merged into one big conundrum. Conundrum one, I like Robin, I want to help Robin, genuinely want to help him. I think there's something here, but it's so difficult. You pose the way you want to structure a deal. I did that with Robin. The only way I'd structure a deal is a lease option, meaning I put no cash into this and pay him a rent so he's got some income and allows me to try and sort this out. But I've got to bring my team down and get them to buy into this, and they've done lots of turnaround with me. We've turned around so many companies and businesses, but it's a lot of time. I'll be no illusion, it'd be hundreds of thousands of pounds. So I've got to try and work out if I can structure the spend. Like, can you leave that bit alone? Can you leave this bit alone? Like I said to Robin, if he was going to keep it, can you structure it in such a way that you can do it bit by bit by bit to bring in some positive cash flow, reinvest that cash flow and say, over a period of a couple of years, it'll look like something that's good. Now, the problem is you can put lots of money in, and how quick do you get a return on that cash that you're investing? And that's the bit I'm not sure about. Number one, because I've never owned a hotel before. I've got a lot of hospitality and leisure experience, as have my team, but I can't, like play centre, day nursery, farm park, really hang my hat on past experience. But hey, there's a really good deal to be done. I'm in love with the deal, i.e. no cash up front. You can sort it out with cash flow and investing cash, but is it the right thing to do? Is it a good use of my time? To be continued.